Hey, what's up, guys? It's Way Howard. And have you ever noticed how old people just old people and electronics just don't mix? Like, I've been thinking about this lately, and old people, they kind of fall into three different categories. The first category being they're they love the technology, and they think it's so cool because in their time they didn't have any of this, and so when this new stuff comes out, they always want to buy the new electronics, whatever it be, like 3D TVs, 3D glasses, all that stuff. That's the first group. They want to buy the new technology. They think it's cool and innovative, and they want to be a part of it. The second group of people being the ones that they have to work with a little bit, but they're not like they don't want to stay on the internet all day. They don't want to look up new things, new technologies, phones. They don't need a phone or anything like that, or they only need a phone for like basic use, like work or just calling for emergency calls. In that group, that's kind of where my dad falls. He has to use he uses the computer for different things like YouTube videos, or sometimes email, or just for little things that here and there, but not for like big things. Like he doesn't use it uh, on hours on end every day. And then there's the third group. And this third group kind of makes me a little bit mad, but I guess they have a reason. They didn't grow up with it or anything, so they don't really know. But this third group is the group of people, usually older people, but the group of people that just don't know how to use the technology and don't want anything to do with that technology. And this is the group that my mother falls in. And so I'll give you a little story on this. My mom, she was a secretary. So when she was in her 30s, she used to be on the computer all day, just typing and typing. Like her boss used to have to say reports like out orally, and then she used to have to just type up everything that the person said. So she had to be good at typing, like good with Word, and then she just had to type it up, and then that was pretty much her job. But she doesn't even know like what the internet is. She doesn't. She We were planning a surprise party for my father, and so like she needs to send emails to a couple of different people, and so she pretty much said, Tanner, you come downstairs, you go into the internet, you go into your email, and you let me send an email to these two people so we can invite them to the party. Anyway, she had no clue how to even what a browser was. She didn't even know what an internet browser was. She still doesn't know, and she still doesn't want to know, which is kind of stupid. But like that's the future of our society, technology. So if you don't get familiar with it now, then you're probably never gonna get familiar with it. But that's the next generation. But yeah, she doesn't know, and a lot of people actually fall into this category. And she doesn't know what internet browser is. She doesn't know what Hotmail is, how to get onto Hotmail. She doesn't know how to send an email. She knows one thing, and that's how to type. And she's a great typer. Like even when I wasn't such a great typer, when I was in like grade 8, grade 7, back in the day, I used to have like to write up like a page report or whatever it is, and I used to ask her, since she was so fast at typing, could you just type this up? And 5 minutes later, the whole page was typed up. It was unbelievable to me, and it was awesome. But you actually have to learn how to type it yourself, because when you get into high school and then later on in university, that's where you're actually going to need the skill, because the prof's going to be talking and you're going to be having to write everything down or getting down the key points, unless you're just a fast writer. But of course, typing will always be faster than writing. The fastest typer will always be faster than the fastest writer. But yeah, so there's kind of three different levels of technology use, I guess you would say, that the older generation tends to fall in. And my parents don't really fall into the newer generation, which that's kind of the generation that most young people today, including me, fall into. We pretty much rely on technology, and if we don't have technology, if we don't have our phones, if we don't have our laptops or video games, for example, then we don't really know what to do. Like back in the day, my grandfather always tells me stories about how because my grandfather is actually European. So when the war was going on, he used to just be playing around, and like the soldiers were just like around the house, and around the whole entire where he lived until he moved into Canada. But yeah, he was just be playing in the dirt piles, and there used to be guys with guns walking around, and he had a blast. And yeah, it's just, that's pretty much the old times. You don't realize how technology has pretty much taken over, and not for the worse. Actually, technology is quite a cool thing, and it's obviously the future, and I'm glad it's the future, and most people are glad it's the future. But some people, including the old generation, just don't know how to cooperate, I guess, with technology, and they never will. So I hope you guys like the commentary, and it's Way Howard. Don't forget, if you like this commentary, leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Don't forget to check out my latest video, and have a nice day. It's Way Howard. Peace out.